Thank you, Bornali. I have got another query. How to counsel a child not to tell lies when they are scared of their parents?
Okay, how to guide a child not to tell lies. So I think what is probably happening is that the child is scared of some consequence that the parent will apply, and then to avoid it, they resort to lying. This is actually quite a common scenario. This is a very common reason why children lie. What I would say is that talk to the child, and assure him that nothing bad will come out of it. Okay, you first assure the child that you will not scold or anything. You just want to understand. The other thing that you have to kind of remember is that let's say the child is, that the child has done something that the child is not supposed to do. Okay, and then you kind of figure out that, okay, this child has been, let's say the child has been eating candy without, and more taking more candy from the jar than you allow him to do, and you've kind of noticed it. And sometimes what happens is that if the child is not acknowledging, not readily admitting that they're doing it, we tend to trap the child. We tend to want to trap the child. Okay, I'm going to catch you while you're doing it, kind of thing. So that can sometimes backfire. So that can make the child defensive if you are trapping the child. But instead, see if that is happening. If that is happening, then the child will be a bit reluctant to it, to tell you the truth. So let's say you, in that situation, you figure the child is not, he's taking more candies and you've noticed it and he's actually not admitting to it. Then you can very calmly say that, hey, listen, I noticed there were 4 of them, now there are 2, and I know that none of us eat it. I think I have a feeling, you have taken it. Now, if you've taken it, just tell me you've taken it. So something like that. So never trap the child, or never go into that mode of catching out the child red-handed kind of thing. If you embarrass the child, like even for us, no, if you're doing something you're not supposed to do, if somebody embarrasses us, we will get defensive. So that will lead to more lying. So see if that may be happening. The other reason why a child lies is to avoid disappointing the parent. So maybe pay a little bit of attention to if that is what is happening. So maybe the disappointment is not just that you've taken, or you become a thief kind of thing, and that kind of thing, but maybe maybe there's a lot of pressure on the child to be good. And that pressure can sometimes, we can create, without knowing, we can create some pressure on the child. So I mean, for example, I had a case where the child was in class 6, I think, and the child would come home to the mom, and mom, they made me school captain today, or they made me whatever, not school captain, class captain, or they made this and that for me today. So it was always trying to telling such kind of like fantastic things, as if she's done really good in class, there's a lot of appreciation, etc. So it turns out the mother was very she had very high expectations of the child, and used to push the child quite a lot. And not only that, she would compare her with others, and especially talk to other people about the child, like she's not doing this, or I don't know what is going to happen, and the child will overhear. So there's a lot of direct and indirect pressure sometimes we create on a child to be good. So sometimes they don't want to disappoint you. So that could also be one of the reasons why they don't tell lies. So it's better to be to watch out if you're doing that, to watch out. And if you have a good bond with the child, ask the child why is it. Sometimes I feel it's the fear of disappointing the parents, and the fear of being trapped and embarrassed that sometimes lead to lying.